One of the things I hate seeing is people having content creator in their bio and have never posted a video a day in their life. Like, what's going on here?
Hey, let's go back to the time when your nigga used to trip by the time we spent growing with your friend. It was all friendly on my end, even though I look forward to seeing you again.
Hey guys, it's me P and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the vibes and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video from me. So if you're not in the IMVU community on the Instagram aspect, which in itself is like a whole nother community, it's so much fun. So if you don't have an IMVU Instagram, get to making one and 100% follow me first. You heard it here first, official_princess WL. So for this video, if you don't have an IMVU Instagram, this probably won't make sense to you. But if you do, I just wanted to quickly touch on the different types of creators you'll see on the IMVU Instagram. So for me, there's like 4 different categories. There's one, an influencer. That's a term that I made up. It's basically an IMVU influencer. And I'll go into more depth later on in the video for each of these categories. There's IMVU content creators. There's IMVU creators. And then 4, there's just people that post IMVU content on the app. There's not always one person that fits into just one box. You know, for example, there's people that could be both. So you could be an IMVU creator and an influencer, or you could be a content creator and an influencer. So I wanted to just touch base on that in this video just to give some clarification to anybody who was wondering. So let's go into detail on what each of these are. So what is an influencer? But firstly, let's break it down. Influencer. So the correct pronunciation for IMVU is IMVU. What does influencer mean? So let's go to Google and see what Google has to say. An influencer is a person who has the power to affect the opinions or behaviors of others. They often have a large following and share content about a specific topic, brand, or lifestyle, helping to shape trends and promote products. So I just decided to put it together and make influencer, IMVU influencer. So think of a time an IMVU player has ever influenced you to buy something. For example, have you ever come across a person that tags all of their items that they're wearing or their actions underneath their post, or in their comment sections they're telling somebody, oh hey, I got it from here, if somebody asks them, typically without promoting their own shop.
Well, anybody could do that.
But to be an IMVU influencer, you also have to be posting content that influences the community to want to be an influencer. So there's things like making vlogs, there's things like going to places and doing reviews, just showing off your personality so people want to be involved with your creation. So somebody like me, for example, I would class myself as an IMVU influencer, an influencer. And my whole point of creating the term influencer is because there's so much creative minds and individuals on the IMVU app. I want people to actually have a name for it. I want to make a community for it, and I want people to just expressing themselves through IMVU content. Let's get on to what an IMVU content creator is. So it's basically the same thing without the influence aspect. So they're just basically individuals who post their content on that specific app. They don't really need to tell you where they got their things from. They're just really just showing off that they have a creative mind and they're posting content. This mostly comes in the form of like TikTok dance videos. You'll see like individuals posting their dance videos, and mostly this will happen in like the sim community or the Second Life community. I don't really see it much on IMVU. If I do, I'll leave any like examples on the screen so you guys can actually understand what I'm trying to say. I wouldn't really classify a content creator who only just posts pictures, unless like if you post pictures and your description is, hey guys, today I went to school and like they're explaining their whole description like underneath the post. Or like you do like a carousel, so when you swipe, like they're telling a story, you know, like each slide is telling a different story, like it's explaining the story along. That's the only way I'll accept you to name yourself as a content creator, if you only post pictures of yourself. So a virtual content creator can come in many forms. So for example, there's a shade room on IMVU, and I think there's also a shade room for Second Life. But the shade room for IMVU, they create content that allows us as the audience, we get entertainment from that, right? So whatever's happening in the community on our virtual game, they will post content about it and update us about it. So that is a good form of looking at it as a good content creator. Another great example of this, an OG of the content creation field, is if you don't know who this is, get to know her. Queen Coco, Queen motherfucking Coco is the queen, the OG IMVU content creator. She's what I will call a content creator and as well as an influencer. She will post different kinds of content. She will tag where she got certain products from. Definitely give her a follow if you haven't already. She is like amazing and she's killing it in the content creation influencer field. So someone like Queen Coco is a perfect example of doing both, of being more than one. So she is both an influencer and a content creator. Now, to be just a content creator, like I said, people like the Shade Room is just a content creator. They're not really influencing you to do anything. They might inspire you, I guess, to be another media outlet, but it's not the same level as influencing, and that's okay. And when it comes to influencing or being an influencer, it's not a requirement to tell your audience where you get everything, because I don't want to go off into a different path, but gatekeeping is a huge thing in IMVU. And if you want me to do a whole video on that, I actually can, but I'm not going to get into it now because I really just want to focus on the main video. Now we're going to get into what a creator is. So a creator is pretty straightforward. It's somebody that creates something, a product or an item in the virtual game, and then we as consumers are able to go in their shop and purchase the item. So for example, a creator would be someone like Fia Sims or Mocap Animations. Those are two dance creators. They make dances for us to purchase, and some could argue that those two are both content creators as well, because they both produce content on their page that promotes an item. But I would still look at them more as creators, because the only reason they produced that content was to promote their product. And now, like I said, a lot of people can be more than one. For example, I have my own shop, so therefore I could be identified as a creator, a content creator, and an influencer. But leave in the comments what you would identify me as. And being more than one is possible for anybody. That's why I've created 2 ebooks. The first one is how to become an influencer, and the second one is content creation ideas. And if you do have an IMVU Instagram, I'm sure you're following a lot of people that do multiple as well. So therefore it's possible for any one of you guys to do it too, if you're ever thinking about it. Now there's people like China White. I would still class her as a creator because her main focal point is pushing out her dances and animations that she makes, right? But you could argue that she's a content creator because she does also post her own pictures, but I feel like she hasn't gone down that route yet, but she definitely has potential to be an influencer or a content creator. Like, I've seen her do vlogs on her page before. She could go so far. If she had started up a YouTube channel, A Day in a Life with China White, she could blow like so quick. Do you know what I mean? But I get why some people don't do multiple, because it is actually so time consuming, guys. And then the vast majority is just people that play the game and then they post their Avi on the Instagram app. So yeah, guys, that's the end of this video. I hope that everything made sense in this video. I hope I gave you some insight on the difference between an influencer, a content creator, and a creator, and hopefully that we get to see some more influencers, content creators, you know, hopefully more creators in the future as well. But I just know that IMVU has so much untapped potential, and everybody should just be able to express themselves in whatever it is. So if you want to be an influencer, you can start today by purchasing the ebook. It has all the information and details you need, as well as if you want to start making content, I have an ebook on that as well with a various amount of different content ideas. And to be honest, there's money to be made in both, being either an influencer or a content creator. So let's get it, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.